Free agent contracts are of two minds in Major League Baseball. In the case of New York Yankees, he brought in players from other teams like Jackson and Winfield, and he really, one lived up to expectations and one didn't. But this guy lived up to every expectation. A longtime Yankee who's going to get about a 400% pay raise. Not only deserves it, he broke through with a marquee season to have him up there with names like Mickey Mantle and Babe Ruth and Roger Maris and all the great Yankees DiMaggio of all time. When you hit 62 home runs in the season and you become the AL home run king because of your stats, and you're good with the fans, you're good with your teammates, you must be one person, the great Aaron Judge. Now, Aaron Judge was announced this week, actually Wednesday. It was confirmed at the winter meetings that he's reached a 9-year deal with the Yankees worth a reported $360 million US, which is kind of 500 million Canadian. Now, some people thought he was moving on to the National League, especially the Giants, but at $40 million a year, I think they got him on a steal, because Judge is worth a lot more than $40 million per season to the Yankees franchise. If anything, he's a billion-dollar player. Now, the slugger, according to CBC and AP, is set to earn the highest average annual payout for a major league position player in history. Now, as it stands right now, a person close to the Yankees spoke to AP on Wednesday on condition of anonymity because the MVP's deal for 2022 had not been announced. Now, Judge will earn $40 million per season, the highest average annual payout for, again, a position player. The contract trails only Mike Trout's $42.65 million deal with the Angels and Mookie Betts' $365 million back with the Dodgers for the biggest in baseball history. Now, he was offered a long-term deal by the New York Yankees before last season that was worth $213 million over 7 years, from 2023 to 29, but it turned it down in the hours before opening day in April. Now, the 6'7" Judge bet on himself and won. He set an American League record with 62 homers in 2022, powering the Yankees to the AL East title. He also tied for the Major League lead with 131 RBIs and just missed the Triple Crown by a couple of points with a .311 average. Now, New York was swept by Houston in the ALCS, but Judge became the first AL MVP for the Yankees since Rodriguez in 2007. Now, by rejecting the Yankees' preseason offer, Judge gained $146.5 million and an extra 2 guaranteed seasons. The Northern California native also visited with San Francisco Giants last month, being from Sacramento, and there were likely more teams monitoring the market for the slugger who turns 31 in April. Now, Judge's decision will have a domino effect on several teams and free agents. His status held up at least some of New York's offseason plans, but GM Brian Cashman made it clear his team would wait patiently to see what Judge wanted to do. In the end, the patient approach worked. According to Cashman, he said, money, so we'll wait. We'll wait for this process to play out, and that means staying active in the conversations and negotiations. Now, Judge was selected by New York in the first round of the 2013 amateur draft and made his big league debut in 2016, homering in his first at-bat. A year later, as AL Rookie of the Year, he hit .284 with 52 homers and 114 ribbies, and a 4-time All-Star at this writing. 220 homers and 497 RBIs in 7 big league seasons. So you do the rough math. He's going to put up George Foster style numbers over the next few years: 35 to 50 home runs and 100 to 140 RBIs. Now, according to manager Aaron Boone, a guy of his stature and his greatness hopefully spends his entire career into Monument Park and into the Hall of Fame as a Yankee. Now, the annual average of Judge's salary is considered in a $40 million range. Now, a lot of that is guaranteed. Now, at the particulars of the particulars of the deal has yet to be played out, and obviously we're not going to let the members of the New Brunswick and CBC message boards determine his work, because according to certain people, he's not worth a cent to what he's doing. But if you're the best at what you do, you should be paid the top money. Now, The annual value of Judge's deal trails only New York Mets pitcher Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander at $43.3 million. Of course, Justin just signed with the Mets. Verlander's deal was reached Monday and hasn't been announced, but he said it's going to be 46.7, give or take. I know Kate Moss is happy. Now, veteran closer Kensley Jansen also agreed to a $32 million 2-year deal with the Red Sox in recent days. A person familiar with the deal told the AP. Now, the Judge's numbers on the season were quite interesting. Let's go over them very quickly, if I can call it up here. Now, of course, he hit his 62nd home run in Toronto after being delayed by a few days. Now, I don't think anybody thought he was going to beat Barry Bonds' single-season record or even get close to Sosa or Maguire numbers, and it didn't pan out. But I would suspect, ladies and gentlemen, if Yankees had a better overall group of players, he would have easily done much better in the postseason. Now, let's look at the rough numbers just to make sure here. Now, 2022, 570 official at-bats, 133 runs scored, 177 hits, very rarely a 311 with only 177 hits, 131 RBIs, 111 base on balls with 175 strikeouts. Now, this compares to last year when he had 39 home runs and 98 RBIs. Now, COVID-shortened season, Yankees 2020, he was rough stats, 9 and 22. But that opening season, again, ladies and gentlemen, he's done quite well to keep the home run total strong. And the Yankees, that 2017 season compares to this year very favorably. 52 home runs, 154 RBIs. So, like I said, George Foster numbers. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do, if you have a chance, go on YouTube the next couple of days and see the information that's provided about Judge's participation in last season, just to see how good he was in certain key situations. Now, I would figure, ladies and gentlemen, the goal for him, I think, is the Yankees win the World Series. Now, if they get the right players in part, they're going to win something down the road. But right now, Houston is quite dominant, and don't forget the Blue Jays are coming along. So again, Aaron Judge, he's worth more than $360 million to me. He's a $500 million player, but again, he wanted to stay a Yankee. And the only other team he would go probably is California, but there would be no room for him with Trout and Ohtani there. I know it sounds weird, but you can't have 3 straws in one drink, to quote Reggie. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our latest Aaron Judge update. Let us know what you think with a like, comment, or subscribe, or share. Have a good day. Bye.